Woody Whittier picks Best Director at the Oscars, take one. Hi everybody. Your nominees for Best Director at this year's Academy Awards are David O. Russell for American Hustle, Alfonso Cuarón for Gravity, Alexander Payne for Nebraska, Steve McQueen for 12 Years a Slave, and Martin Scorsese for The Wolf of Wall Street. Now, again, let's do what we've been doing with these other blogs. Let's do a process of elimination. Alexander Payne, loved the black and white effect, loved your movie Nebraska, but unfortunately not enough momentum, nowhere near enough momentum for this movie to win you a Best Director award. David O. Russell, love your movies. They're absolutely fantastic, and American Hustle is no exception to that. But unfortunately, my friend, this will most likely not be your year. Martin Scorsese, you've already got Oscars and now you want more? Well, Wolf of Wall Street was a very enjoyable movie, but it was also probably one of the more controversial movies that you've come out with. And I think for some people that might be a little too much. So unfortunately, I'm afraid, sir, this is not your year. This award comes down to two people, and this is a prime example of why I created the who I think will win and who should win. Who I think will win without a shadow of a doubt is Steve McQueen for 12 Years a Slave. I would absolutely love to see him be the first African-American director to win this award. And how more fitting for him to win than for this absolute masterpiece that he's created. This is a movie that I'll be talking about for years and years to come. It wasn't, I was thinking to myself, a lot of times you hear people use terms like the movie event of the year, and they talk about every other movie that comes out, and they can say it's the movie event of the year. And we hear things all the time that are so blown out of proportion. 12 Years a Slave for me was the movie event of the year, and there were so many different moving parts that Steve McQueen brought together to make this movie a reality. In my opinion, he should be winning Best Director. However, for those of you filling out your Oscar ballots and looking at this for one other opinion, the person that will win will be Alfonso Cuarón for Gravity. Now, a lot of people are looking at Gravity and saying, "Oh, it broke the mold and it was such a fantastic movie." Let's rewind the clock last year to when Ang Lee won Best Director for Life of Pi. Life of Pi was a good movie, as Gravity's a good movie, but what they're really winning it for is the special effects and the stunning nature of the movie. Now, do I think that Gravity is the be-all, end-all? Well, if you've watched any of these blogs, you know clearly I don't. I think it's a good movie, but I think it's grossly overrated. I didn't necessarily think that Ang Lee deserved Life of Pi, but last year they kind of screwed up and Ben Affleck was left outside knocking on the door saying, "Let me in." This year, Steve McQueen's been let in and should definitely win this award. But unfortunately, be that as it may, this year you're going to see Alfonso Cuarón win Best Director. Who should win? Steve McQueen. Who will win? Alfonso Cuarón. Who do you think should win? Do you think that there's somebody that should have been nominated that's not on this list? I mean, you could make a case for Lee Daniels because he did a phenomenal job with The Butler, but I'd be interested to hear what you think. CFL_fan on Twitter, Facebook.com/Woody Whittier, and WoodyWhittier.com. And until then, I'll see you at the Oscars. Thanks so much for checking out this blog, everybody. Take care.